Okay, so this equations of circles packet is or video is going to be about number 5, 6, 7, and 8, and this is going to require completing the square. Now, I did another separate video on completing the square, so some of this work may be a repeat of that, but you need to watch that video if you struggle with this completing the square idea. So I'm not going to explain completing the square very much because I've already done that in another video. I'm just going to do the completing of the square. So I'm going to move this over, and I'm going to get x squared plus 4x. And to complete the square, I'm going to need to put plus blank to figure out what I need to go there. And then the y squared, it's going to be plus y squared minus 2y plus blank again. And then that's going to be equal. I'm going to move the negative 20 the other direction. That's going to be positive 20. So I got to ask myself, what do I need to plug in here? And I remember from our lesson on completing the square that I'm looking for half of this number. So whenever I get x blank squared plus y blank squared equals my number on this side, I'm looking for half of that 4 to go in this blank. So half of that 4 is 2. So whenever I square this thing out, what number should have been here? Well, x times x is x squared. And then x times 2 is 2x, and 2 times x is 2x. Together, those make the 4x. And then 2 times 2, that is plus 4. And now I can't just add that to one side. I have to add that to both sides of an equation, so I'm going to add it there as well. And now I do the same thing from the other side. I say, look, what has to go here and here? If this is negative 2, then I want half of that. Once again, it's half. So that's going to be negative 1. And when I square negative 1 times itself, that gives me positive 1 here. And then I'm going to add that to both sides. That's going to give me 25 over here. And I'm going to have my equation, x plus 2 squared, y minus 1 squared, and 25. Now, the center of this circle is going to be negative 2, positive 1. The radius is going to be 5. So I'm going to go ahead and plug that in. Negative 2, positive 1 is right here. Radius of 5. And now try to draw yourself a circle the best you can. It's difficult to draw a pretty circle. There's some people out there that take real pride in how nice their circles look. Obviously, I'm not one of those people. So there we go. There's number 5. Number 6, 7, and 8 are. I know 7 and 8. You both have to. Both of those you have to complete the square. It's very similar to this one. Now I'll talk about 6 next. Now, number 6 doesn't require you really to complete the square at all. It just needs you to get it in a standard format. If we look at this and say, what is non-standard about this? Well, normally we have the x and y on the other side of the equation. That's pretty non-standard. It doesn't have to be that way, but that's just normal. Also, we normally don't have negatives. We want positives here. Okay, and sorry these things keep disappearing. But so that would make it look normal. I'm going to clear all this, and we're going to do both things in one step. I'm going to add y squared and add x squared and add 9 to both sides. Okay, man, this thing is just freaking out on me. Here we go. So as I add these things, then I'm going to end up getting x squared plus y squared equals 9, which took care of everything in one step. It swapped the sides of the equation, got it to look more standard, and it made everything positive, which is what I really want to see. If I change this into the format that it should be to find the center, and the radius, then you can see that the center is going to be at 0, 0, and the radius is equal to 3. So plotting that, 0, 0, radius of 3, and draw yourself your little circle. The end.